Turnkey Totalitarianism. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's a society where everything is set up at the turn of a key. Total control can be implemented. And we're there. We are already in a place where that can happen very quickly. We're going to talk about that. Multi-computational digital data storage warehouses have been accumulating data on you. They got that big one out there in Utah. And I guess all the way back to the 70s, they have been recording everything. All your phone conversations, every little click on your phone, on your computer, and they have that stuff and they're going to use it. In 2019, the social credit system was implemented in China. They've got what they call the brain. I think it involves around 300,000 cameras hooked into one facility that they can monitor. They have facial recognition and all that kind of stuff. They can get alerts on that from everything from parking violations to people not closing the garbage can properly. I mean, it's ridiculous, and they can do some pretty heavy things to ruin people's lives. Social shaming is used. They also have restrictions for employment and travel. And a lot of people think that that's, probably a little further out in our future, but they'd be wrong. Okay? That's just not true. The proposal for that stuff is literally on the table right now. They want to give control, of your bank account to the Fed. They want to be able to shut you down without due process now. That's on the table right now. They want to implement a social credit system along with your credit score, your FICO score. That stuff is on the table right now. Literally. It's not out in the future. It's here already. Okay? And the reason people aren't really talking about it is because, the media is controlled and it's ridiculous. The Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie thing is kind of fizzled out now because they found Brian Laundrie's remains out in the Florida Reserve. But guess what? Wow, lo and behold, we have another fiasco. And it makes me wonder if it's even true. You guys have heard about the Alec Baldwin shooting on the movie set for Rust, how there was a live round in the prop gun? How does that even happen? I don't even know if I believe it. The safety crew and all that, the stunt crew just walks off, and there was all kinds of things that just don't make sense, and now all of a sudden there's a live round in the gun. I don't know. And now that's the kind of thing that everybody's going to be listening to while we have all kinds of problems around the world and our freedom is being taken away. But everybody's going to be talking about all these ridiculous things. There should be a law implemented after the Gabby Petito Brian Laundrie thing. Okay, people talk about airing the dirty laundry. Well, Brian Laundrie's parents, they had to go somewhere just to grieve for their son because of all the media hype. It should be illegal, literally. Call it the dirty laundry law. I don't know. There is also a proposal to hire 800,000 more IRS workers to monitor your financial activity and audit you. They want to look at everybody's bank accounts, and they're not playing around. They seriously, they want to take control over all the bank accounts and move it to the Fed. They want to be able to take money out of everyone's accounts. The only good thing that I've heard about this is that when they print more money, they're going to put it directly into your account. I don't know. But the fingers, well, they're in the pudding at this point, and I don't know if anybody's going to be able to stop any of this. And it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. The installation of surveillance equipment has been going on for quite a while. I remember watching a video about 3 years ago where a guy was talking about how they were actually putting, cameras in cactuses out in the desert and in the forests. They were putting them in trees. People were reporting all these kinds of activities that nobody knew what was really going on. Nobody could figure out why they were doing all this stuff, and it was kind of under the radar. Well, I think everybody knows now what they're planning to do, and the world has changed after the creation of nuclear weapons. It's kind of like they just sat back and said, okay, now everything is different. Let's just dumb everybody down and get control of everything, because, the world is ours. As soon as we connect the world through digital technology, we can bring in this new world order, this one world government. Never let a good crisis go to waste. You guys remember that from Obama. And, well, here we are again, and the world has changed dramatically in a very short period of time. Biological warfare is a reality, and we're dealing with it. People were talking about how that coronavirus jumped from animals to humans in a way that was unnatural. Well, we know what happened now. Didn't come from the open market in Wuhan, didn't come out of bat soup, came out of a lab. Will there be something deadlier? Have we been sensitized and trained for another scenario that's coming that's going to, make coronavirus look like Candyland? I hope not. Everybody used to talk about those burial vaults and the disposable coffins. Well, let's just hope that that's just hype. Speaking of Wuhan, China is on the rise. The dragon has risen. I remember when I was a kid, we used to make fun of the cheap electronics. But now, it's not like that anymore. It's pretty serious. They've got the Avangard missile system in Russia, and that flies, I think, at 26 times the speed of sound. Can fly around all our alarm mechanisms, and, it can deliver a nuclear payload in about 10 minutes. And I guess we have no defense for it that we've been made aware of. Anyway, now China, they've got the same type of technology, these supersonic nuclear delivery systems, and, there's probably biological capabilities with all that stuff too. So who knows what's going to happen? A lot of people have speculated that, China is going to be the superpower of the world. And we're headed towards communism awful fast, guys. I don't know. I hope it's wrong. I'm as patriotic as the next person, but I think a lot of this American apple pie and hot dogs on the 4th of July has been an illusion. I hate to say it, but, it just doesn't work that way in Bible prophecy. A lot of people have this post-millennial theology, and that has to do with the world becoming a better place and how we're going to improve it. But the Bible doesn't say that. It's going to get worse until Christ returns. And that's just the way it plays out. And, we have other delusions right now that we're going to fly to other galaxies and, meld with, AI technology. And, it's going to be like Star Trek. We're going to fly to the great beyond. And it's ridiculous. This is going in one direction, and that is to total control, to turnkey totalitarianism. Guys,